Folks is saying stuff, running off with the mouth.
Listen.
They got the nerve to be talking.
Y'all. 1 minute they pretending, the next minute they talking.
Yeah. Hey, look. You don't need no filters. You my rocket, you my perfect picture. Baby, you know I'm tryna kick it with ya. Ain't gotta wait till it gets dark. We can 106 and Park. You be my rock, I be your big tigger. I'm tryna show you off. I'm tryna flaunt you. I'm obsessed with ya, baby, I want you. Let them watch ya. Tell them they can tune in and show you how we do this. I put our love on a billboard, so you just need to look out your window.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel.
Listen, I'm your boy Justin.
And I'm MaHogany.
We need you to hit that subscribe button.
Turn on those post notifications.
And when you do, make sure you comment down below.
So we can welcome you officially to the Jacksons of ATL family.
Make sure you also text our phone. Send us a text message and let us know who it is so we can lock you in and you can lock us in.
Yes, y'all, because we need new people to text.
That's right. That's right.
So make sure you hit us up and make sure you smash that like button, because if we get about 50 likes on this video, we'll be back with another banger video.
Because we dropping bangers all 2021 long. What's
yes.
up? Also, guess what? Don't tell nobody.
What?
We got an OnlyFans.
Listen, y'all.
We got an OnlyFans. Look, we been.
Don't be telling them what we doing on OnlyFans.
We get nasty with it. Get it. Hey, get it jiggy with it. Hey, get jiggy with it.
So, y'all, make sure you go and check out our OnlyFans. We have exclusive content on there that you ain't gonna see.
And nowhere else. So make sure you hit that link down below.
So, guys, we wanted to just talk to you today about some stuff. There's some
stuff being said. People talking. You know, they be out there talking. I know they be watching. Cause they always talking about you gonna do a YouTube video on it.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna address some things.
Okay.
Look, they think they know me. But you ain't even met me yet, baby.
Listen.
And if you have met me, let me reintroduce myself.
I saw on Instagram and I had to share. It said it's gonna be a whole lot of who do he think he is.
Oh yeah.
2021.
Oh yeah. We just getting started. So if you hate me now, you jealous of me now, you think I'm doing too much now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Baby.
Nothing.
So if you rock with the Jackson of Atlanta, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. Give us some love. Say some kind words if you are a part of the family.
That's right. We're gonna get y'all set up so we can begin this conversation. Let's get to it. So anyway, guys, we wanted to come and talk to y'all because folks is saying stuff.
Okay, but I mean,
people running off with the mouth.
Listen.
They got the nerve to be talking.
Y'all.
1
minute they pretending, the next minute they talking.
1 minute pretending, then they claim they still. I ain't never seen this in this day and age, this generation, where we talk about each other, but privately we support them.
Yeah. I call them secret fans because in all actuality, like they act like they don't like you, but really they do.
Yeah.
They do. Because they'll be in the comments like, oh, I don't like so because they do.
Oh, they doing too much.
Then they be in your DM like, girl, I am just so proud of you. Girl.
Yeah.
Teach me how you do you.
No. My thing is, if you can't celebrate me publicly, do not laugh at me publicly and celebrate me privately.
Right.
And I've gotten to the age too, you know, I've gotten to the place in this season where I can care less what people think about me.
Yeah, and honestly, no matter what you do in life, people are always going to have something to say. And the thing is, if you ain't popping, they ain't going to be talking.
No, if you ain't doing, one thing I learned, people don't talk about people that ain't doing nothing.
And it's so common for people who aren't doing anything or are unhappy with where they are in life to group themselves with other people that are unhappy or miserable. And then they'll create like this little clique of people and they'll try to come against you when really it's just a big clique of people who are just unhappy and miserable with their own selves. People that wish that they had the courage to do the things that you do. So, I mean...
And that's why we did our documentary. If you have not seen our documentary, Who Are the Jacksons of Atlanta? The documentary wasn't for fashion. It wasn't for show. It was to help people, all people from different walks of life, black, purple, green, whoever, understand who we are.
Yeah.
Because just through the content we post, the things we say. You have to understand. One thing I tell people, what the Jacksons of Atlanta, yes, it shows our family, but this is also for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
This is also to laugh and joke.
To make you have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, some of the pranks you see us do, some of the shorts you may see us do, some of the TikToks you may see us do. It's all for entertainment. It's all for fun. It's all to make you laugh, have a good time, brighten up your day. That's really all it is.
Yeah. And some people think, oh, that's how y'all need to stop doing like we actually are living. These days. Listen, we are. Let me tell you something about us. We love to laugh. We have a good time. We keep spicing our marriage. Listen, and like I tell people, this is who we are. But that's not the only part of us. You know what I'm saying? We're much more than that, and we're showing that. As we rise and as we move forward in our YouTube careers.
And so we try to show you guys many different parts of us, and we're just people who are, I would say, multi-gifted, multi-talented, and just have multiple pieces to ourselves. And so, if you find yourself ever in a situation where you're the same way, where you're like, you feel like you're being misunderstood, listen, everybody who has become successful have all walk through that type of journey. So don't be encouraged, don't be discouraged. Instead, be encouraged.
Yeah,
and come with the territory.
And sometimes when God calls you to do something different, I said this the other night when we were on Instagram Live, I was telling people the Bible says, eyes haven't seen, nor ears have not heard what the Lord is going to do. If eyes have not seen it, if ears have not heard it, how can you should already expect people not to understand you. See, you got to understand, when you call to do something different, when you call to do the unusual, you got to understand you're walking into territory and you have to be willing to be misunderstood.
Because no one has seen you. No one has seen it done the way you're doing it. So you can't expect them to be like, oh yeah. I mean, I told my husband this the other day when we were having like a deep conversation. I was saying, I'm sure when people, the people who established Walmart, when they first established it, I'm sure people were like, you can't have a store with all that products. You either gotta sell food or clothes or makeup. You can't have a place that got all this stuff inside. You need to pick one. You know what I'm saying? But then once they did it, more came about. So that's just the thing. God isn't going to call you to do something that someone else has done. And so sometimes people are going to misunderstand you because they've never seen it done. But keep building, keep progressing, keep striving, keep focusing on the people who support you, not the people who don't, focus on the people who support you.
And you got to learn, for those that are watching this that are called to a higher level, you got to learn when God has called you to do something, when God has commanded you to do something, when God has gifted you to do something, when God has ordained and purposed you to do something, you do not have to explain yourself to anybody. You don't have to stop and explain, well, this is the way I did it. This is the reason I did this. All you need is God. Because also we can get confused too. Yes, we do. We go by what the word of God says. But you also got to go by what God is actually saying in the season.
Right now.
See, we read what he said, but also you have to ask yourself, what is God saying? See, I heard what he said, but what is he saying to me? And just because they confused, you got to realize at the end of the day, just like Noah, God didn't speak to them, he spoke to you. So if he gave you the command, if he told you to do it, don't sit there and explain. I don't care how many DMs you get, I don't care how many messages you get, I don't care how many Facebook posts they write. If God calls you to do it, get up and do it. Walk in authority and be you and be all that God has called you to be.
And that's so true. And the thing is, it's not always going to be a blueprint for what you're building. Like Dave was saying, when God calls you to do something specific, there may not be anything in the pages or anything, a blueprint you can follow, someone who's done it before you, so you have to be comfortable with stepping out and doing what he called you to do, what he said in this season.
Things are different. Take it for example, look at Lyft and look at Uber. When those things probably before they came about, people probably said, who would book a ride through an app? Because we grew up, calling a taxi. We grew up riding buses and, the ages. Who would do that now and have somebody show up and that you, basically that you don't even know, that may not even be legit. But whoever had that idea, they moved forward. And that's what I want to speak into people that are watching. In this next season, in this season, you have to move forward regardless of what people say. Right. People may not understand you. Sometimes there are people in this life that don't want to understand you.
They're committed to misunderstanding you. No matter whether you explain why you did it, how you did it, try to get them to understand, they're literally committed. Like, their job is to misunderstand you. I don't care if you tell them you did it like this because of ABC, or because of XYZ. Like, they're just committed, stuck on misunderstanding you because they have just an image of who you should be in their head, and you're not responsible for being who they think you should be. You're responsible for being who God has called you to be.
That's the truth. I want to encourage you that in this next season, they might judge the cover, might judge what you look like, but I know, and you know, as long as you know that there's so much more, you have to continue to walk forward, because as you walk forward, God develops who you are. God shows more of you. And that's what I was telling her the other day. I said, people are judging us right now. And I said, and God gave me a metaphor, and he was speaking to me, and God was like, it's like a ship. And what people see, the Jacksons of Atlanta, and they see us right now as the Jacksons of Atlanta, they see a ship. And what they see and what we put out right now, because that's what we're building that empire right now. What they see is, it's just that ship. They see the Jacksons of Atlanta. But really, if they walked onto the ship and they came in and saw the different rooms, they would see that we're more than the Jacksons of Atlanta. They would see the Jacksons of Atlanta. They would meet Pastor Justin Jackson. They would meet this part of me. They would meet that part of me. But you have to understand, some people will come in and get to know you. Like some people out there, because this is not everybody.
Yeah,
some people
so
do
many
come
of you
in.
guys who watch our channel, and you know all about us. You know about this part of us. You know how we're like this. You know how we're like that. But those people who have not taken the time.
Yeah. Some people will not take the time to come in. And some people will not take the time because they don't want to understand. They think it should look like this. They think it should look like this. Or you should be that. You ain't got time to be either or. Yeah. But in this season, like I've told many of you, God is calling for people to be both. He's calling you not only to be catered to just this audience, but he's calling you to be catered to that audience. Multiple audiences. Because you're going to be able to walk into rooms where people that have went before you could not cater to that certain audience, and you're going to be able to pull those gaps that are those gaps right now. You're going to be able to close those gaps with your gift and what God has called you to do.
So true. And I mean, I feel like we're seeing it more and more. How we see some of the like trending rappers, for example, right now going to the White House, and as we see different things, like people are in both sectors. Nobody's just in one thing. You know what I'm saying? God is calling us to make an impact. And I just use, a rapper experience. I'm not talking specifically about that rap, but I'm saying in general, God is calling us to do multiple things and operate in multiple arenas. And it might be unfamiliar for some people, but you have to first listen to God and know that as long as God, as long as God is backing you up, you're going to continue to rise, continue to just be promoted and just continue to go far because he's backing you up.
And the way that God calls you to do it is you're going to be misunderstood. And if they are talking, the number one key to marketing, if they are talking, and if you're doing about what God said in God's will and you're staying in God's will, you're doing it right. Because you want your mark, you want the word to get out there. That's the best thing. You want the word to get out there. I think Al Sharpton said it best. He said, I love the publicity. He won't say as a front, he loved it because he gets the word out there. You want what you do to get out there. You want people to talk. Whether they like it or not, it's free marketing for you. So when they make a post, when they make a hate status, when they talk about you and grab all their friends together, don't block them. Because the word of God completely says that he will bless you in front of your enemies.
Listen, and it's the truth. Because while they're making statuses about you, there's people out there that's like, who are they talking about? Let me check them out. And then they find out about you and then they be blessed. So listen, your enemies will bless you.
Yeah, okay? And God can't bless you unless your enemies is present. So listen, stop blocking your enemies. Stop going back and forth with the comments. I said the most powerful thing in our documentary. I told the people, I said, if you're a giraffe, you have no business arguing with the turtle. Yeah. The reason why is the turtle eats off the grass and the giraffe eats off the top of the tree. Why would the giraffe lower his head to the turtle and take the opinion from the turtle when the turtle eats from a level that's lower than him.
Yeah.
You got to learn. You got to stop arguing with the turtles in your life.
It don't make sense.
Because why be mad with them? Because they're eating from the level of vision they're on. You can't be mad with them. When people come to me and they talk about why you doing it, and they got their opinion, I let them have it. I'm not mad at them.
That's their vision. That's
because
all they can see.
That's all they can see. That's what they're eating. I'm going to continue to eat from the top of the tree.
And I encourage y'all to do the same.
And I'm going to continue to move forward. Listen, guys, I'm Justin.
And I'm MaHogany.
Listen, we need you to hit that subscribe button. Listen, Jacksons of Atlanta ain't going nowhere.
No.
We just hit 50K subscribers and we still pushing, baby. Listen, we only going up from here. Going up from here. So if you are with us, if you Team Jackson, listen, make sure you shout Team Jackson down in the comments, down below.
And what Michelle Obama said, when they go what?
When they go low,
we go high.
Yep.
And with high, I mean, we keep elevating, we keep building, we keep growing. So that's all y'all gonna see from here.
That's all y'all gonna see from here on out. So I ain't got time to address the haters. Do I see? Yeah, I see it. Who cares? I keep pushing forward because I know that at the end of the day, when God gets finished with me,
listen,
you ain't seen. I want y'all to know something. It's so much that get ready to happen. You ain't seen nothing yet. If they can't handle this, they about to lose their mind about me.
Man,
listen, I ain't gonna be surprised they come out with a YouTube video why I hate the Jackson Atlanta. Listen, come on, baby. I ain't scared of bring it home. Cause guess what? We don't care. We're gonna keep this thing riding and rolling. Listen, hit that subscribe button. We got to get ready to get out of here. If you keep it locked,
we gonna show now keep it lit, baby.
Listen, we got to go. Peace.
So you just need to look out your window. Show the whole city I'm all yours. Let me put us on display.